So I finally learned how to solve a Rubik's Cube, and here's what it taught me about being good with money. So ever since I was a kid, I always bought these Rubik's Cubes, mixed them up, and got frustrated because I couldn't solve it. And so I would just peel off the stickers and then put them back together and just call it a day. But as you can see, this one does not have stickers. So I actually had to learn how to solve this one. Um, and I was playing around with it. I'm like, this is too hard, y'all. I just want to give up and buy a new one. It's cheaper that way. I won't get angry and whatever, right? But I was talking to my brother, and he was like, yeah, it's just a series of patterns that you follow, and it looks complicated at first, but over time, you start to recognize those patterns and put it together, and then you realize that you don't have to be this super genius to solve a Rubik's Cube. Now, it may feel like you have to be, but it's definitely not the case. And I was like, you know what? I don't believe you. But then he showed me that he solved it. And I'm like, if my little brother can do it, there's no reason why I couldn't also. So I watched the YouTube videos and was like, okay, this is way too complicated. And I definitely wanted to give up, not gonna lie. But then after a while, I kept watching the video over and over again and practicing the same steps, the same algorithms that this dude was showing me. And I started to see it slowly come together. And here's the thing when it comes to personal finances is that it can seem like a super complicated thing that like you have to be an expert with a degree to figure out how to be good with money, but in actuality it's nothing like that. Once you kind of understand the steps you need to take in certain scenarios, then you can start building your budget, you can start paying off your debt, and really know the next steps with confidence that, this money thing that was a mystery, I can actually do it. A lot of us grow up with parents and they just don't talk to us about money, and that doesn't help. Or it was a point of like fighting or conflict in the house where it's like, oh, we can't buy that, we can't, we can't. And ultimately, that is ingrained in us in a lot of ways. um, I almost messed it up. When it comes to like actually implementing these skills, it just takes a lot of practice, a lot of little steps over and over again, like canceling unused subscriptions, learning about what the heck a Roth IRA is, or in actually investing in our retirement accounts. And over time, as you practice these steps, they start to become habits. And like, I never thought I could solve this while recording a YouTube video or TikTok short or whatever. But it's just a series of behaviors, a series of habits that you're building over time. And that's why it takes months or years to be proficient with this stuff. Now, this took me maybe like 10 hours of practice or so. But with personal finance, it really isn't that complicated either. And if you're looking for a place to really grow in your personal finances so that you can be good with money and you can build that future, that financial freedom that you want, then go ahead and comment detox and I'll send you the link to our spending detox community, or go to the link in my bio to join. We have a whole bunch of cool stuff, giveaways, calls, courses, and all that stuff. But yeah, this was partly an excuse to show off that I can finally solve a Rubik's Cube, but hopefully it'll teach you a little bit of something about money. So yeah, bye.